stream. My name is Ruby Heart, and we are here as your
ではこ
afternoon,
ちら
but
本
really
経映
it
像
still
の方
feels
では
like
ですね、
morning
昨日
host.
ま
I
で
am
の軽い
joined
振り
by
返りを
Swift. How's
行い
it
なが
going,
ら
Swift?
インタビューとかをしている状態なんですけれ
Yes,
ども、
I
こちらで
understand.
は
Me
この後
too.
走
We
ら
are
れる
having
ゲ
an
ームタイ
amazing
トルの
time in the
紹介に
studio, though.
移り
We've
たい
had
と
so
思いま
many
す。
incredible
本日
runs
最初の
already
タイ
in
ト
the
ルは
event
ABZÜ で
so
すね。
far.
RTA カテゴリーは Any% グリッチレスブルースーツとなっています。こちら現状解説者さんはいらっしゃいませんので、もしABZÜ遊んだことあるよ、RTA も見たことあるよとかね、ちょっと解説できる方いらっしゃいましたら、今からでも飛び込み参加可能ですので、解説者応募のフォームの方から情報をお送りください。さて、ABZÜというゲームについてですが、今回ね、クリア予定タイム39分程度となっています。スピードラン .com でのランキング、世界ランキング3位のソウルマス2183という方が走られるようです。ABZÜ自体はですね、2016年8月に発売された 3D アクションアドベンチャー。こちらは風の旅人というゲームがありますが、あのゲームのクリエイターによる新作として発売された美しい水中世界を自由に探索するコンセプトのゲーム。海中映像になりますね。プラットフォームがですね、スイッチからプレステ4、Steam、Xbox など多岐にわたりますので、もうどこででも遊べるんじゃないかという感じです。私もプレステ4版をね、確かフリープレイで入れた記憶あるんですよね。確かライブラリーで見かけたなっていう。遊んだことはないんですけど、フリップだからとりあえず落としとくかっていうので入れた記憶があります。でゲームがかなりこうアーティスティックな感じなので、その映像とかサントラとかそういう雰囲気を楽しむのにも良さそうなゲームですね。奏者のソウルマス2183からリストリーム向けのメッセージというか、RTA テクニックなどについての小ネタ解説があります。まずカットシーン中に、ブーストボタンを押し続けるとほぼ常に金色のフリッパーを保持できます。金色のフリッパーっていうのがおそらく移動が早いんじゃないですかね。でこのカットシーン終了後に改めて金色フリッパー状態を再発動しようとするとその分、時間がかかってしまうので、カットシーン中もブーストボタンを押し続けることで金色フリッパー状態を維持し、再発動のための所要時間を省略するというテクニックです。それからプレイヤーは一部のカットシーン中にもダイバーを制御できる。ブーストボタンを押し続けることで金色フリッパーを保持できるというだけではなく、そもそも操作もできる。ムービーが流れている間でもダイバーを実は操作できている、見えてないだけでということですね。これも、時間短縮のために活用する場合がある。そして水中都市のショーというところでは偶発的に壁を飛び越えてしまい、ゲートのロック解除のシーケンス全体がスキップされますと書いてあります。これは壁抜けバグのようなものなんですかね。実際にちょっと見てみましょう。それから4つ目、ゲームのカメラは多くの場合では特定の位置に固定されたり、プレイヤーに特定のイベントを見させようとします。しかしスピードランでは方向感覚を失わないように最適に泳ぎ続けるため、カメラを任意に操作することがよくありますと言っています。水中ですから360度どちらへも移動できるということですよね。ですのでどっちに行くのが最適なのかっていうのも本当に自由なわけで、例えばその横にだけ移動できる海中ゲームとかだったら 2D の扱いだから上下左右ですけど、 3D なんで奥行きがあるじゃないですか。そのためにカメラを適宜動かすので、もしかしたらこのカメラ操作によって 3D 酔いをお持ちの方は視聴の注意が必要かもしれませんので、この動きされるとちょっとクラクラくるなという場合はうっすら、目を閉じたりとかね、どこか遠くをたまに見たりとかしてね、酔いを、受けないようにご注意ください。偶発的に壁を飛び越えてしまう、これは制御できることなんですかね。これはたまたま見つかったんでしょうね、この技というか、技って言っていいのかわかんないですけど、基本的にはその
ending screens.
このゲームはグリッチレスの Any% 走るんですけど、この、偶発的に壁を飛び越えてしまうっていうのはこのカテゴリーでも許されている、バグ技に近いものというか、短縮技なのかもしれませんね。でカテゴリーが分けられてるのであれば他にももっとやばい時間差を生み出すグリッチ技っていうのは、存在するのかもしれませんが、今回は、Any% グリッチレスなので多分、いわゆるバグ技に相当する壁抜けまくるぞみたいなのとかはあまりなくて、この水中都市のショーのみで、壁を飛び越えてしまうというのがあると思います。大体39分で走られるそうなのでお楽しみください。
Yeah, and a lot of like classic runners for Fatales and some new runners too. So after that, we've got a GDQ classic, which is Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This is a Any% NES run being run by Bloopy. Again, another classic runner. And then we have, after that, Fire and Ice. So Swift, tell me all about this one.
So we have a clip right here of Fire and Ice. It is Any% by Dijon Ketchup. I was talking to her a little bit about the run. It is also known as Solobot's Key 2 in Japan. On the screen here is a clip of one of Dijon's favorite levels in the game. It is a cute little puzzle game for the NES, and it is just... Let me look at this. This is adorable. It reminds me of another game that was in GDQ before, but I forget the name of. You're using your ice magic to defeat fire from the evil wizard Druidal. And you can use your ice blocks, as you can see, in many different ways. You can use it to defeat enemies. You can use it to drop the blocks. You could use it to attach to walls. It's really cute, and it's really sweet. And I do recommend, tuning in to make sure to watch that, because I know I will.
Yeah. Oh, I was absolutely loving the pixel art in that.
Yes.
It feels very indicative of some of the best elements of art of the time period. You know what I mean?
A nice, cute, cozy game to curl up to.
A nice, cozy game to curl up to, because what better for a cozy day than some fire and ice, some hot cocoa, a blanket. And after that, even more games in our schedule. We've got Metroid Planets. So this is Enigma Any% being run by Grey Goo Girl. We love the Metroid games, obviously. And then 2 cozy games in our little mushroom block. Both of these are so adorable. So we have Mail Time, which is 14 patches by a 20-something loser. And this game, you just run around in a little mushroom hat in Grumblewood Grove and deliver mail. And the art is so cute. Yep, and then after that, there is Shmooshy Come Home. So this is an Any% Out of Bounds run by Air Angel. And this is a game where you play as a sweet little mushroom who's just trying to get home and wandering through a forest. So very cozy exploration game vibes. And this is one that you get to see so much of the atmospheric art along with the really amazing tricks. Then after that, we have a double feature of WarioWare Move It, Any% 2-player being run by Eliza and Paticus Mock, who run our wonderful Satan Loves Cake run last event. And we're absolutely incredible with the voiceover. So I'm very excited to see what they bring to that. And then Waluigi's Taco Stand.
Oh my goodness. So that has been a lot of the talk this week, because just Waluigi's Taco Stand. That sounds pretty silly. So
and the Yeti art also is great for that one. Complete side note, check it out for sure.
So that will be run as a race between Charbunny and Geneticist.
Yes, who both are amazing and part of the team here.
Yes. So that will be a 15 taco race, and there's actually currently another incentive open for that.
Yes,
there is a goal to reach where they will have to make and eat the tacos, and once that's reached. That's not all. Once that's reached, you will be able to bid on the ingredients that they will have to use and make for the taco. That just sounds absolutely funny, because I know this run is in studio, so you will have to see them make and eat these tacos with whatever interesting ingredients you all pick to choose and bid on. And my goodness.
I would also say in general, if you were looking for any kind of incentive or enabling to make tacos yourself at home, I think that that's the perfect run to eat some tacos to at home, don't you?
Yeah, curl up, eat some tacos.
Curl up, eat some tacos, eat some good comfort food.
Yeah.
I think. And then after we've got Waluigi's, we are ending the day with Joker Shell OK.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
so I am so excited to talk about this game. As you can see here, I mean, like, look at this. This looks absolutely incredible, this kind of gameplay. So I was watching Shavda last night, who is going to be running this game. It is Kill the Koopa Larva %. And here is a clip of Shavda killing the Koopa larva. And this was actually a world record.
That's amazing.
This ended on a world record of 20:46, which is very, very, very low compared to the estimate given. But as you know, with these games, they are very, very difficult. The run features lots of different exclusive gimmicks, such as this shell. So there's a little infinity symbol there, but there are actually shells that have a limit that you can only jump on. And they'll just disappear.
Like a certain amount of time,
yeah.
So you have to map that out. Interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you can only jump on it once or twice. Sometimes you can jump on it infinity times. It's really interesting. There is a lot of shell jumps. I know Shavda on her rudder introduction video actually taught us how to shell jump. And honestly, I kind of want to learn how to shell jump and see if I could do it by the end of the day.
Absolutely. And I think these Super Mario World, just insane builds that people come up with are so wonderful because it takes what people love about the mechanics of SMW and constantly keeps it fresh. It's very Legend of Zelda Master Quest. So it's really great seeing her getting to showcase it today.
It is going to be so mesmerizing to watch. You should definitely be sure to watch it. I just don't know how else to describe it, because when I was watching her last night, it was just incredible. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yep. And otherwise, we have an amazing prize that we want to show off really quickly here, because what's better for a cozy day in than an amazing controller? So we have a Have Faith custom NES controller. This is sent to us by Tozzle and is a $25 minimum donation. But so many of the things that you see on this couch are also prizes you can win throughout the week. So make sure you go to gamesdonequick.com/prizes to check out this and so many of the other amazing things you can see for this week. Now, we have so many amazing things we want to get to, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. We got plenty of runs. So at this point, have an amazing time, cozy in for some ABZÜ by Soulmass. Take it away and good luck.
Hello. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Fatals. Hello, chat. My name is Kara, and I am thrilled to be starting off the third day of Frost Fatals 2024. I'm here. My cat is here. You're here. What could be better? This has been an amazing marathon so far. I can't believe we've already raised over $31,000.
はい、現在お送りしておりますのはフロストファタルズ2024の様子です。時差配信になっております。本日見ているのは3日目の様子です。こちら、この後ABZÜプレイされるんですけれども、現時点では解説の方いらっしゃいません。こういった解説の方が今いらっしゃらないタイトルたくさんあります。この後11日午前3時まで放送続きますが、解説応募ゼロの作品がたくさんありますので、内容に詳しい方、RTA 経験のある方、または RTA 経験自分ではないけど結構よく見たことがあってテクニックを知ってるとこあるよとか、そういう感じでも大丈夫なんですよ。応募、解説応募結構緩いです。しかもタイマースタート後で飛び入りで参加しても大丈夫です。こちらでは随時対応する準備がありますので、今からでも解説応募いただけると嬉しいです。
We have got our first run of the day, ABZÜ.
はい、改めましてこの後ABZÜ走られます。ABZÜ 2016年8月に発売された 3D アクションアドベンチャーです。風の旅人のクリエイターによる新作ですね。スイッチ、プレステ4、Steam、Xbox などあらゆるプラットフォームで遊べます。皆さんも定価1980円ですので狙ってみてはどうでしょうか。3月15日から Steam ではサマーセールが始まるそうです。ただし アブズスチーム版は日本語が非対応であるところ注意という感じなんですけれども、多分ねそんなに、テキストをたくさん読まないとわからないというタイプのゲームがないんじゃないかなと思うので、雰囲気とかねサントラとかねそういう方向でこう、アクションというか海底のね景色を楽しみながら泳ぐっていうつもりで、まあ RTA 目的じゃなくて、
to close that gap and get just that last little bit of the way there so we can pet a shark, hug a shark.
今回のコメントにもありますが、今回のハンブルバンドルにも入っているそうなので、ハンブルバンドルによって寄付をしながらアブズも手に入れるということが可能なわけですね。はい、ストーリー的なテキストはないので、日本語訳がないからといってそこまで不安に思うことはない。スチーム版を買っちゃっても大丈夫だだったらなおさらもうハンブルバンドルでいいかもしれないですね。景色を楽しむ。そう RTA もね楽しいですけれども、別に RTA をしなきゃいけないわけではないです。いろんな遊び方ありますからね。はい、RTA テクニックについては、またこちらももう一度紹介しますが、アブズではカットシーン中にブーストボタンを押し続けるとほぼ常に金色のフリッパーを保持できます。その金色フリッパー状態をカットシーン終了後に再発動する場合の所要時間を省略できる技。そしてプレイヤーは一部のカットシーン中にもダイバーを制御できるので、まあそのプレイヤーキャラクター自体が、まあ、見えないか見えるかわからないですけれども、カットシーンだとしてもそのまま動かせると、画面が切り替わりました。
And joining me on the couch virtually is my very good friend ABZÜ. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Any Glitchless Blue Suit の走りが始まります。
Yes, this run is very much going to be about animal facts, specifically ocean animal facts. So before I get started, I want to say everyone in chat, everybody watching at home, if you donate, please give us your favorite ocean animal facts. We want to hear them. We'll have time for a bunch of donations during this. So before we get started, I just wanted to say that. All right.
アバターがロボットですね。喋ると音声を認識して緑色に光るみたいな仕組みになってそう。あ、始まりました。グッドラックです。
They split off from that game company after the creation of the critically acclaimed game Journey. They wanted to make a spiritual successor to Journey, but that game company wasn't really taking the pitch. So a few of the developers left and formed Giant Squid, and they created ABZÜ, which is and a contrast to the desolate, contemplative, spiritual world of Journey, is more about the exploration of life and the celebration of ocean life in particular. With them also on music, again from Journey, is Austin Wintory. If you ever want to listen to this soundtrack, I highly recommend it. We're about to gain control of the character, which is a blue-suited diver. The story of the game is kind of left up to interpretation, much like Journey again. There will be little hints throughout about what's going on, but really, it's up to you to decide what you want to get out of the story of the game. It's more about the atmosphere and experience. So in a moment here, I'm going to gain control, and we're going to be showing off what makes the blue suit different from the default black suit in the game. And that is this boost mechanic, which we can see, we do a triple boost and you get gold flippers. This gold flipper is the fastest
これだけ自由に上下左右奥手前に移動できるとなると最短ルートっていうのが難しいんですけれども、
you actually have to charge that boost over and over to keep your boost going. So blue suit run is a lot more fluid and dynamic, and that's why I love running it. This first area, we have a little nickname for each of these areas in the community. This one is the Kelp Forest. You're going to see me interacting with some objects just to proceed forward. We're unfortunately not going to be looking at all of the different parts of the areas like you normally would on a run because we're trying to go fast. So we're just going straight to the objectives. We're going to meet this drone and have this drone clear away this coral for us so we can proceed. Again, a recurring theme is interacting with things so that they can open the way so we can get to the next part of the area. And here we meet the shark. The shark remains mysterious for now, but we'll find out more about our friend the shark later. If you want to see me hug that shark,
サメと友達になることができると言
there's
って
just
い
a
ま
little
す。
bit left to donate, I believe. So get those donations in to hug the shark. Let me get into this portal, and I am going to actually throw it over to Z for our first fact about the manta ray.
All right. Well, let me tell you, the manta ray can have a wingspan of upwards of 9 meters.
They're huge.
Now, I know not all of us know metric, so I've converted it to something that we'll all understand, which is about 56 PlayStation 4 controllers sitting sitting longwise next to each other. I think that gives a better idea for most of us that don't use metric.
Yes, that makes a lot more sense. I can visualize 56 controllers much better. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
And here's some manta rays. At the end
マンタ
of
の
the
よ
journey,
うな
we
も
come
の
back
が
to
飛び
this
出しまし
hub,
た
and
ね。
we unleash these sort of spirit animals. The manta ray is the first of them. We then see this little cinematic that brings life back to these little hubs back in the game world, and we'll see lots of
こう
different
いった
little
カット
fishies
シーン
and
の
manta
間
rays
もプ
spring
レイ
up
ヤー
out
を
of the
動かせる
waters.
場所があるということですね。
And a bunch of kelp.
まあ場
It's
所によるん
quite
でしょうけど、
beautiful.
一部のカットシーンではとおっしゃってたので。
But the next section we're going into is called the coral reef. There's going to be a lot of animal facts coming up, but first we need to get there. I start boosting while the camera is panning back to me there. I actually gain control of the diver before the camera starts coming back at me. So I start swimming right away when the camera starts panning backwards to reach me. Here I'm taking a kind of wide line because you can soft lock the game if you go too fast here and the drone doesn't reach this cutscene. And we find out that our shark friend doesn't like that drone. Interesting.
あらららら。
Could this have story
目がドローン
implications?
食べちゃいま
I
したね。
don't know. Here's our first introduction to one of the gates. These are, again, one of the things we just need to get through. We're just going to chirp at them to open up. For some reason, they recognize the diver. Don't know what that's about either. All right, we're loading now into the coral reef, and this is going to be the first of many auto-scrollers in the first half of the run. They're beautiful. They show off the game engine and all the beautiful animals and wildlife. So take it all in, and I'm going to throw it over to Kara for 3 or 4 donations.
Yeah, my pleasure. We're getting shark facts and ABZÜ love all over the place. We have $20 from Brett, who says, excited to see Soulmass run ABZÜ. They've continually diversified and kept my interest in speedrunning for the last 10 years, even convincing me to do my first speedruns just last year. I know how hard they've worked at this and how much effort they put into their communities, and I know they'll do awesome. Good luck. We were there in '95.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Thank you, Brett. Do I have another moment?
I am going to call over actually for Z for the next animal fact right away, because we have now coming in these long-beaked common dolphins.
Yeah, so the long-beaked common dolphin, they have an average lifespan that is equal to, how do you measure a year? Is it 525,600 minutes? I think that's right. Yeah, it's 40 of those.
魚が一緒に泳いでくれるのいい
If
ですよ
Rent
ね。
Season chat, they might like that one. All right, so yeah, again, these sections are just about showing off the beautiful music, the beautiful atmosphere of the game. I do quite love them. You'll see me swimming into some of these schools of fish, and you see them flashing. That is related to a collectible that is for a trophy in the game, so that has nothing to do with the speedrun. But if you play this casually, you're going to want to grab all those little schools of fish in these auto-scroll sections. But coming up on the next part here, while I gain control again, there's the shark. They're doing something mysterious. All right, I'm going to gain control coming out of this tunnel, and we'll be in a pink coral area, which I believe is kind of a throwback again to Journey, like the pink desert area there. It's very short, but it's very beautiful. So here's our pink coral.
ピンクコーラル。
I'm
サ
going to
ンゴ
swim
礁
into
で
this
すね
cave and grab another drone. And those are splendid garden eels. Z, do you know anything about these eels?
I sure do. These are honestly the cutest animal that I've ever seen. I looked them up because I didn't know what they were. But here's your animal fact. They dig tail first into sandy ground, and then they secrete a mucus that solidifies the ground around them into a burrow so it doesn't collapse. But please look these up. They are so incredibly cute. If you could see what I'm doing right now, I am wiggling like they do. It is incredibly adorable.
Yes, they are so cute, chat. Please look them up. Splendid garden eels I probably would not have ever heard of if not for this game. Thank you so much, Giant Squid. So again, we are here. There's some more animals there. Do you want to tell us about these yellowfin tuna, Z?
I sure do. So most fish are cold-blooded. However, the yellowfin tunas come equipped with a legendary item called the Countercurrent Exchanger. And it allows them to have a body temperature that is actually warmer than the surrounding water.
Okay, that's actually really cool. Here's one of my favorite animals. This is the orca. Orcas actually live in matriarchies. They have very complex social networks. And their pods always stay together for life, so they never leave their mothers. It's very interesting. Contrary to what you may think, orcas are actually dolphins, not whales. I see a lot of sharks on the screen. Kara, I heard you love sharks. Do you have a fact about sharks?
I do have a fact about sharks. I've been reading up on shark facts for the past week for this very reason. Did you know that the smallest shark in the world is the dwarf lantern shark? Also known as Etmopterus perii. I don't speak fluent Latin, can you tell? a fully grown dwarf lantern shark can measure a maximum of 20 centimeters.
That is a tiny shark.
It's a tiny shark. And speaking of sharks, we are 97% of the way to the Hug the Shark incentive. We are $37 away. Let's hug that shark, folks.
Let's get there. I believe in you, everybody. And a reminder, we have until the end of the run to meet that, so we still have some time.
And don't worry, we've got plenty of other things for you to donate to after that. Also, ocean related, we've got Echo Jr. coming up later today.
実在の魚たちがたくさん出てきつつも、こういう海底古代神殿というか遺跡みたいな要素もあって楽しいですね。
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to Echo Jr. Run. Miss Truffles is a great runner of that game. So
absolutely, yes.
Here as we enter our next area, which is the old temple. Before I get there, there is an infamous part of the run for me, which I call the gatekeeper camera. The camera in this game is kind of weird. It wants you to look at some certain things because obviously the game is about presentation, and yeah, they want you to look at all of the beautiful things they created. We're going to come upon a bait ball up here, which is actually quite impressive if you stop and watch it for a while in the game, with all of the predatory fish coming in and out of the bait ball as it's swimming around. The camera well. I'm going to be struggling to fight against the camera here, so I can keep my eye on that gate ahead. And if you can see my hands on this controller right now, it is not natural, but we made it through. All right, so as we're swimming here into the old temple, I'm going to be doing some things again to activate a couple different waypoints to open up a gate so we can proceed. While I'm doing that, Kara, if you have, like I said, like 3 donations, go ahead and rattle them off.
I would love to. Shark facts abound. We have $10 from Mixmew, who says sharks have no bones, only cartilage, which means they probably do great hugs. I think that's probably true.
Oh, I love that.
And not just shark facts, we have $25 from the magnificent Kevin, who says the largest sea creature ever recorded was a blue whale that weighed more than 20 pounds, which is probably true.
I'm not, that's definitely true. I think it's supposed to be 20 tons. But
well, 20 ton, more than 20 tons is more than 20 pounds. So
it's definitely more than 20
true.
tons.
I assume the Magnificent Kevin was just covering their bases.
I think so as well. You got another one for me?
I sure do. We have $50 from Zell, who says, "Let's go Soulmass. Hug that shark friend."
Thank you, Zell. Keep them coming, Kara.
And speaking of which, we have now met the Hug the Shark incentive. We will be hugging that shark. We will be going for a ride with that shark. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes, everybody, thank you so much for donating. I love hugging the shark at the end of the run, so I look forward to doing that. It's a mechanic in the game that we do not get to show off during the run because obviously it's slowed us to stop and hug all these beautiful creatures. So if you want to play the game casually and hug all the creatures, put !humble in the chat. It is part of the Humble bundle for this event.
ハンブルバンドルに含まれているので買いましょう。本家の方ではたびたび寄付と寄付コメントの紹介、そして奏者からの感謝のコメントのやり取りがされてるんですけど、寄付コメントでサメの話が多いですね。
I sure do. Now, this one's a weird one. I like this one a lot. Manatees are quite literally smooth-brained and have the lowest ratio of brain size to body size of any mammal.
I love manatees so much. I might be biased though because I am a Floridian.
I'd go see them all the time at the zoo here.
All right, so we're swimming into another one of these portals. This one's trolling me a little bit, but we're getting in there. These portals, again, they're taking us back to this hub area, and if you've ever played Giant Squid's second game, The Pathless, this architecture might look very familiar to you because they did include it in part of The Pathless as part of an Easter egg to ABZÜ. But here we are going to be unlocking the next spirit animal and going into our fourth area, which is the Abyss Rift. We're going into the deep. The rest of the run from here gets a little bit scary. Before we get there, those are whale sharks. Whale sharks are awesome creatures. A fact for me about whale sharks, they're actually quite gentle and will play with divers. Swim with them. Let divers hold on to them just like in the game. You can ride the whale sharks. Obviously, I'm not recommending people do that, but there's a lot of footage online of it. They are gentle giants. I love the whale shark. Before we can get into this next part, the game is going to have a hallway here where it's going to have a bunch of stuff on the walls. It kind of is like hieroglyphics, and it's hinting at some sort of lore to this world or story. Again, I'm not going to want to look at any of that. I'm more interested in running through. So I'm
先ほどもちょっとゲーム始まる前に話しましたけれども、日本語対応なくてもこのゲーム性だったら別に言葉の壁あまり感じないで遊べます。
Quite an experience. But we just have a few gates we need to get to. Ah, man, if you could see my hands right now, this is so awkward. Playing with a claw grip on a PS5 controller, not recommended. Once I get past this third gate, though, we are going to be at another one of those big trapangular gates with the eyes in the middle. We're bringing all the memes into this run.
Let's go. John Trapangus is going to make an appearance.
Yes, John Trapangus going through this trapangular gate to reach the next area. And then once we enter the Abyss Rift zone, which we're doing now, we are encountering my favorite personal auto-scroll cutscene of the game. This one will feature the blue whale, which we heard about earlier. So while I'm swimming up to meet these blue whales, Z, what can you tell us about the blue whale?
I can tell you that the blue whale is the loudest animal on Earth and can be heard from an astounding 500 miles away. Now, chat, I want you to donate with your favorite whale sounds so our host can read them out to us.
I love it. We do have a little bit of time while we're swimming down here with these whales. If you have a couple donations, go ahead and give them to us, Kara.
I absolutely do. Before I check in with those donations, though, I want to thank everyone again for hitting that incentive to hug the shark. And I want to remind you that we have more incentives for you to donate to, including one recently opened, 2-for-1 Taco Tuesday. It has 2 question marks. I hope I pronounced both of
そうで
them.
すね、深海ゾーンはちょっ
If
と、
we hit that,
ゾワッ
then
と
our
するとい
runners
う
from
か、
later
スケアルって
tonight
言っ
on
てたの
Waluigi's
で、
Taco Stand
ちょっと
will
不気味な
actually
雰
eat
囲
a
気がある
taco
って言って
after
ま
the
したね。
15 taco race. And if we hit that incentive, it'll unlock a bid war to choose the taco ingredients. So you definitely do not want to miss that. Donations, we've got $5 from Blarlac.
これは大きいですね。
Sharks as a species are older than the North Star Polaris.
白長
To
スクジラ
clarify,
なの
this
か
does
な。
not refer to the amount of time the Polaris has been the North Star. This refers to the star itself, which is only around 70 million years old. Sharks have existed for a minimum of 400 million years. I did not know that. That is wild. Thank you so much, Blarlac.
Yes, thank you, Blarlac. That is an awesome fact.
Very awesome.
All right, so I'm now getting into the scary parts of the game for me. We're going to be encountering some trapangular mines. And I'm going to be trying to avoid these
陸
mines
と
while
水
going
中っ
very
て文字
quickly.
通
So
り
let's see how
別
that
世界
pans
だ
out
から
for me.
まあ我々酸素がないから
I'm
水
going to take
中
a
で
particular path
は
here
ボ
to
ンベ
try
な
and
しじゃ
avoid
生きら
them
れない
going
し
quickly.
水中に生きてる
I
生き
cannot
物
see
は
around this current
地上に
corner,
来たら
but
生きら
I'm
れ
going
な
to
い
be
し
going
で
around it
本当に
anyway.
ね全然別の世界なんで
And
こ
there's no mines.
うやって
We're
ダイブで
unlocking
ね
two
ゲームの
again
中だとして
waypoints so we
も
can open this gate
交われる
ahead
という
of
か
us.
交流できると嬉しいですよ
And
ね
when we do that, we
海洋生物
disable
と
some of the mines as well. So that's nice, but there will still be some mines in our way once we go over to the second waypoint over here. So I cannot let up just yet. Again, while the camera is coming back to me, I am starting swimming and boosting. Ooh, I don't like the position of that mine. We're okay.
あ
Ooh, that was spicy.
Sometimes they'll do their shocky explosion thing, but it won't actually hit you because you're too far away. So I got lucky there. Now that gate is open, our shark friend is swimming through. I wonder what is going on with the
ま
shark.
たサメ
It's been
が
following
行っ
us
て
the
しま
whole
ったの
time.
で追いかけましょう
All right, now the
嫌いは
camera is
嫌い
back
ですよ
again.
ね
I'm going to start my swim.
嫌いはみんな嫌いですよ
Let's see exactly what this shark is up to. There's some mines on the walls here, so I want to avoid those. I
そ
just
うで
heard
すね
something.
今
Oh,
こ
no,
れ
our shark
RTA
friend.
なんでもうどんどん最短ルートで
Rescue the shark.
クリアに向かって進むだけのプレイという形になっていますが本当にもっといろいろな、ね、
I think we should just
よ
call
く
it
見ると
Blahaj.
これもいたんだっていう海洋生物はたくさんいるんでしょうから
If you want to pet the shark
そうい
here,
う
we're
のを
gonna
見る
pet
た
the
めには
shark.
自分でゆったりプレイしたいですね
Good little shark.
サメを助けてあげました
All right, this next part here, if you ever see me run this on my streams, I scream about the camera in this part because I don't want to see any giant squids in my way. It's RNG whether or not they're going to be in front of you, and the camera really wants to look at the giant squids. I don't know why. There's some down there. I'm going to turn a little bit to the left so I don't have to look at them. All right, we should be good. Otherwise, it will look at them, and I can't see where I'm going when I'm trying to get to this portal, and that's not good for speedrunning.
深海っぽくなってきましたね周りの魚もその透き通ってたりとか光の届かない世界だとこういう見かけになるっていう深海生物の特徴が結構ありますよね
That was the first time it was referred to by its scientific name.
なんだろうおでこが透明なデメニギスとかいるじゃないですか体の中スケスケで見えちゃうような生き物が深海結構いますけどどうせ誰にも見えないみたいな深海だから光がないから誰にも見えないから透明みたいな生き物結構いますよねイカ出ましたね
Other than like stories from sailors about the kraken and sea monsters.
内臓とか丸見えな魚結構いますからね深海
Since then we found an
アン
even
コウ
bigger
とかで
squid
も
called the colossal squid.
Indeed.
カプロフリュネのアンコウとかは結
I
構
don't
骨
know
格
if
丸見
we
えなんですよね
have live footage of it.
色
I
素
don't know
が
if
ないん
we
で
have
しょうね
footage
最
of it. We
後
have
に
seen it though.
Yeah.
All right, while I'm getting here into the next area, which is again very scary, called the factory ship. Kara, do you have a donation or two for me?
I was just about to ask if I could read some donations.
Go for it.
We have been getting so many incredible donations. I am a little late to the party on this one, but we have passed 32,000
ちょっとまだ甲殻類を見かけてないですね
National Women's Law Center.
Thank you so much, everybody.
深海にも結構エビとかはいろいろいるの
And I
で
know we want to
出
keep
て
that
くるのか
momentum
な
going because we have
嫌いは嫌いだ
a milestone incentive if we can hit that magical 40K by the middle of today,
サメを追い越していきましたね。
also for Waluigi's taco stand called, and I hope I'm saying this right, Wah! Tails Takeover. If that midday milestone is met, Genesis and Charbunny are going to cosplay as Waluigi.
結構平和そうな雰囲気のある景色も多いのに急に嫌いとか出てくると物騒ですね。
I mean, that's just a slam dunk.
誰がこんなところに嫌いを仕掛けたんだ。
Please, I beg you.
And we are starting to get some whale donations. We've got $10 from Chibi Carrera, who says, "Can you speak whale?" Yes. Frost for toast. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Thank you, Chibi Carrera.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to the scariest part here. Only the top runners go for this. Wish me luck. I'm going through the middle of this minefield.
ここ嫌いすごいな。
You need luck. I believe in you.
All of these are RNG, by the way. When we encounter it, we just have to play it how we see it.
ちょっと乱数が絡むっぽいですね。
This has been very good.
See,
今のはすごくいい乱数だったみたいです。
Solmas is way too good at this game.
All right, we are encountering what is some sort of antagonist here in the middle of the factory ship. Shark friend, take them out. You got this. I believe in you.
サメ
Poor shark friend is being hurt
Oh,
though.
oh no. We couldn't quite defeat it yet. We have to grow more powerful.
強すぎて通過できませんでした。
All right, so we are descending even further into the depths. Something very magical awaits us down here, though.
サメ君、今までの全部いけたんだから今回もいけるやろって思って特攻かけちゃったんですかね。
While I'm getting in there, Kara, do you have one more fact for me?
I do have a fact. I have a narwhal fact, actually.
負けイベみたいな感じですかね、
That
今のは。
accompanies a $10 donation from Adorabibble, who says narwhal horns are actually their left side canine tooth.
It's a big old tooth.
I knew about the tooth. I didn't know it was the left side.
Interesting.
You got time for one more?
Go for it.
We've got $10 from Zrauni, who also reminds us that sharks have existed on Earth for over 400 million years. That's literally older than trees.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rowney. I love that fact so much.
It's incredible.
Here we see our shark
サメ君
friend.
大丈夫
Shark
か
friend has been through a lot, so Shark Friend's just going to take a little bit of a nap. Don't worry about Shark Friend. Blahaz just needs to rest for a little bit. We are going to proceed forward, and this next part at the beginning of Atlantis is kind of stressful for me, so I'm going to throw it over to Z to talk about what I'm doing here.
Well, I mean, shark friend is gone, but we're gonna be jumping over this, and I'm still sad about shark friend, but it's okay. We jumped out of the water there.
歩ける場所ですね。
Chat, I'm really sad about shark friend.
I'm opening this gate.
ここが
and this
古代
next
都市
part,
エリアです
there's
か？
another area down here where we're supposed to activate 2 waypoints to open a gate. I'm going to skip that by jumping over a wall that was left in by the developer and unintended to skip. Let's go for it.
あ
It's
あ、
gonna be first try.
壁を越えてしまうことによりス
This
キッ
jump
プ
is
される
so
と言っていま
cool
す。
when it goes off without a hitch. I believe in soul mass. Beautiful dive.
There we
There it
go.
is. First
あ
try.
あ、今のところは本来別のルート
Great
で
job.
遠回りしてくるようなところを、まあショートカット
That
し
is
た
so
っていうこと
stressful.
でしょう
That
ね。
is the place where you
グリ
are
ッチ
going
という
to
よ
end
り
your
操
run
作
if
の
you're
テクニッ
speedrunning
クで可
this.
能なことなのかな。
And that is not easy at all.
No, it is not. Again, I would compare the controls to this to a flight simulator. And on keyboard and mouse, it's quite awkward. On a controller, I find it personally.
意図せず飛び越えるって書いてありましたよ、メッセージに。
Yeah, I believe I played it on PS4.
意図してるように見えますが。
Controller was definitely manageable, but still a little awkward.
Here again, I'm opening a couple different waypoints to open up this gate. But there's a lot of extinct
本来は飛び越えるためにある場所じゃないでしょうね。大きな門をくぐって遠回りして次の海域まで行くようなところ、こう遮られてる場所なんでしょうけど、門の上をくぐっちゃうというか飛び越えちゃうっていう。
Because the scales of a gar are so strong that they have literally been used as a breastplate.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that. That's a cool fact.
Yeah.
意図せず飛び越えちゃったのでグリッチではないですみたいな。
Also, gar are terrifying. I never want to swim in lakes or ponds ever again because of them.
They absolutely are terrifying looking, but they apparently will just leave you alone as long as you leave them alone. Also, I see somebody in chat said Garmer, and yes.
Yes, put on your garmer. I'm going to be making my way again. As the camera's panning back to me, I'm already boost swimming. And I'm making my way up to the last portion of this area. We're unfortunately almost done with Atlanta City, and we are getting close to the
最
end
後
of
の
the
エリアですかね、次が。
while I'm going through the last auto scroller, which is coming up and is quite beautiful to look at, Kara, just rattle off as many donations as you want, and I'll let you know when to stop.
Sounds great. Let's speedrun some donations. We've got $37 from non-binary code that says incentive shark hug. Ah! I feel the same way. Thank you so much. $10.10 from Poetics. Frost Femme Fatale's going fast. A wonderful cause and a great event. Thank you, Poetics, for the donation and for the vocal warm-up. I appreciate that. $20 from Mom6226, who says, let's get to 40K. I'm excited about it. I'm glad you're excited about it. $25 from Miller Queen, says, gotta keep swimming. $25 from Marissa, no comment. Thank you so much, Marissa. And another $25 from Anonymous, no comment. Thank you, Anonymous. A huge thank you to all of our donators, including the Anonymous, including if you can't think of a comment, every little bit is so,
この辺
so
は一体
helpful.
どういう
Thank
生
you.
態系というか何が泳いでるんです
Thank
か
you so
ね。
much, everybody.
We have a donation of $20 from Circulant.
カジキマグロ
who
みたいに見え
says,
ますけど、マグロなのかな、横泳いでる
Actually, I'm not. It says, "Good luck, Lux. You have all."
イルカの先祖、あ、古代の魚なんですか。
I think this might be a whale noise.
じゃあ絶滅済みですか、現実では。
So good.
I love it. Yes, my name is Lux. You're free to call me
ク
Lux.
ジラの鳴き声をしながらフロストファタールズって言ってくださいみたいなリクエストに
I
答え
mostly
てま
was
す。
like, the last second, I'm like, is that a whale noise or a siren? I'm just gonna go whale noise.
Definitely a whale noise. Yeah.
サイレンに
Circulant, thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate it.
We also have $50 from Clarely Legal, who says, what a wonderful Venn diagram of communities today. Frame Fatales is a wonderful community with so many cool people raising money for such a good cause. And Kara has built such a lovely community that I'm proud to be a part of. All that said, let's hug the shark. Less than 3.
Yes, we're almost there. We are getting to the end of the run. This is the very last portion of Atlantis. We just had a
もうすぐ、
unlock
終
this
了ポイントに近
final
いということ
gate.
です。
And the camera here, the best I can describe it is like survival horror Resident Evil camera. Once it unlocks this gate, it's going to lock into such a certain place. I'm going to have to try and swim in, you know, X, Y, and Z axis in a locked camera. It's not exactly easy. We're going to make it work though. This is actually very good camera placement. Thank you so much, game. All right. We are now entering the hub area for the last time. Z, tell me something about the great white shark.
Let me tell you about the great white shark known as Nicole. Nicole set the world record speed run for the longest distance traveled when she went from South Africa to Australia. 6,897.
あの魚群にも突っ込めるゲームが今ならハンブルバンドルでセットで買えてしまうんだ。
I love
So
it.
I am a big Nicole fan, and I can't wait to see
こ
somebody.
れはあのサメくんでは？
But I don't think it's gonna happen. Nicole is just way too good.
The other sharks are going to really have to try. But here, this is, if you ever watch me on stream, this is praising the shark. Blaha's just woken up, restored us to full power. Let's go and take out that mechanical trapangular menace. This is Paradise Waters. Here is going to be just like a summary of everything we've seen. Again, very much like Journey. The very last segment of the game is just full of
大変雰囲気が
triumphant
いいで
music
す
and
ね。
beautiful visuals. So I'll let everybody just take these in. At the very beginning here, there is a speedrun strat that I do want to talk about, but then after that, we will focus on just the majesty that is ABZÜ. Here, I want to go counterclockwise so that I'm lining myself up for a particular strat. Actually, this is clockwise, sorry.
I cannot get that correct. I messed that up.
サメくんが一緒なら何で
And
も
I'm
できる
lined
ん
up,
だ
so。I'm swimming directly toward the next portion here. Each of these little areas is connected by these little like tunnels that are sort of like the auto scrollers. And if we can get into them early enough, it saves a little bit of time on the run. That one wasn't quite perfect. I did my best. Here, we'll try and do it again on this one. This one I am going to go counterclockwise.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be wrong.
We kind of just go with whatever's comfiest for us as a
Yeah,
runner.
right.
That first one is very set in stone, is what's fastest, but the rest of these aren't so much.
カウンタークロックワイズだったら半時計回り。
We have a few more of these hubs to go through. Z, while we're coming out the end of the run, is there anything you wanted to say about yourself? Where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok at MBZ. And I will leave you with one singular fact as well. And I do want to say thank you to Laszlo. Laszlo helped me find all of these different facts as well. And it was so fun, and they're incredible. But one last whale fact, not whale fact, yes, whale fact, that I personally made up. So it's definitely fact.
壮大で
Is
す
that
ね。
the humpback whale, they only party on Wednesdays.
サンゴが入ってきますね。サンゴって大事ですもん
I love
ね。
it. And we're just gonna say that
海
that
の
one's
生
true.
態系において。
It's definitely true.
All right, this last one here, it is going to require me to do a little bit of a jumpy out of the water to hit the last trapangular obstacle. So we're going to get that, and then we'll be heading toward the very end of the game. Little jumpy there.
ジャンプで。
And then again, we're going to be aiming ourselves so that we're going directly into this tunnel, which leads us to the end. I do want to say that this very last portion, as soon as I go into the ship, there will be some flashing lights on the screen for like 20 seconds. So anybody who's photosensitive, you may want to look away once I swim into the ship. And then when I call time, it is safe. But here we've got triumphant blue whales breaching. We've made it to the end of ABZÜ.
あと20秒ほどで終わるかな。
It's just a swim with all of our fish friends and Blahaj, our shark friends.
So beautiful. Oh.
Again, look away now if you're photosensitive.
また嫌いが。でも今度は破壊できる。
Trapangular Johnny's got nothing on us.
Taking out all these trapangles.
お、すごい。
And the final giant trapangle is done for. Everybody who's photosensitive, you can look. You
さっ
can
き
look
サメ
again.
くんが
I'm
入れ
gonna
な
call
かった
time
と
at
ころ
the
です
end of
ね。
this tunnel that's above me. So time is coming up.
上がっ
And
ていって。
time.
はい、ここで終了です。
Beautiful run. That was incredible.
Thank you, thank you.
36分
Had a
29
great
秒。
time, and I hope you did too. And hope
GG
everybody
で
at
した。
home enjoyed the run as well.
Where
Thank
can
you
we find
so
you,
much,
Solnas?
Solnas. That was a great run. Any last shout outs?
Yeah.
Yes, while this is going, we are still going to hug the shark. There's just a little bit of a cutscene here before we get to it.
Oh gosh, of course.
Oh no.
The reason for the season.
今回のランでね、このアブズってどういうゲームなんだろうっていうのがね、概要はよくお分かりいただけたような気がします。こういうゲームなんだ、こういう雰囲気なんだ、こういうルールで進むんだっていうのは結構ね、見てて分かりますね。
Never thought I would do it myself, but after seeing everybody in the Fatales community doing it, especially my good friend Ruby Hart, I tried it out for myself and I am hooked. I think speedrunning is for everybody. If you want to speedrun, it's not about the leaderboards, it's all about the experience and self-improvement. Definitely give it a try. I highly recommend it. I do want to thank everybody who's on the meme team for the event for me this time. I love you all. You've made it so much fun. Thank you so much. A shout out to Binary Breakers.
もしね、まだゲーム未所持の方で、ハンブルバンドルで買ってみようかなっていう方はね、他のラインナップなんかも、ご確認いただいた上でね、アブズ入ってるそうなので、アブズと他にどんなのがあるんだろうってね、見てもらって、ハンドルバンドルで、Steam コード買って、まとめてインストールしてみるのも良いかもしれませんね。はい、楽しいゲームでした。
You can find a link to the Discord over on the ABZÜ or the Pathless speedrun page.
はい、RTA 以外にも別にね、自由に好きなだけ海の中をうろうろしていいと思うので、マイペースにね、探索していろんな魚と触れ合うっていう遊び方でもすごく楽しそうです。この後海ゲーが、もう一本続きますので、この後のタイトルの準備に入りますので、一旦失礼いたしますが、皆様はそのままチャンネルを、ご覧のようお待ちください。
So you can follow me at Solmas218 on Twitch. I play Shadow of the Colossus, Journey, Grease, Stray. Everybody's gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther. Yes, I can speedrun walking simulators. So if you're interested in that, come over and follow me. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of the event. Bye, everybody.
Bye. A huge thank you again.
Remember to share it again when we
run and ABZÜ for that great commentary. Oh, let's hug the shark.
Apparently there's a hot link that could be on this.
Okay, I think we're shuffling things around to make sure that we get to hug that shark. And while we're doing that, I want to thank everyone again for all of your incredible donations for that ABZÜ run. Like Queen Maps, who donates $25, says, loving this ABZÜ run. Looking forward to the rest of the runs today. Thank you, Queen Maps. And yeah, we have so many good runs coming up. We actually, our very next run for Echo Jr. still has that bid war open. Because in Echo Jr., Echo's got a couple friends that you can also play as. You can play as Echo, but of course you can also play as Kidney or Terra. So you've got just a little bit between now and the beginning of that Echo Jr. run to vote if you got a favorite dolphin, if you got a favorite dolphin name, or if you just want to give some money to a great cause and also influence a dolphin choice. These are all great options. And thank you again for hitting that Hug the Shark incentive. And I see that we're already starting to make a dent in that 2-for-1 Taco Tuesday incentive, which again, if we hit $1,500 for that incentive by the Waluigi Taco Stand run, the runners will eat an actual taco after their race is over, which will then, if we meet that incentive, it'll unlock a bid war to choose the taco ingredients. Fantastic. I wish that I had a taco. I might have to make sure that I get tacos. Feel free to donate with your favorite taco ingredients. Folks, I could talk about tacos all day, but we simply don't have the time when we have so many other amazing things coming up. Later on, we've got Dungeons of Dreadmore, one of my favorite games, actually. Seeing it speedrun blew my mind. We've got some bid wars for that, to choose the hero's gender and also to name the hero.